Hey, Larry Rivera here, and today I'm going to talk about WordPress, and I'm going to start a series of WordPress videos going over some basics and some comparisons. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while, and I'm going to start doing that on Saturdays. So here we go. So here's my Profit on Knowledge blog, okay? This is what my dashboard looks like on Profit on Knowledge, right? Here's my dashboard links that go to my posts, my media, my links, pages, etc., etc., etc. And this is my dashboard for my Empower Network blog, which is over here. Right, here's my Empower Network blog. I've heard people say, I've heard people actually say in a lot of different blog posts and in reviews that the people in Empower Network don't blog, that they just try to sell the business opportunity. They don't actually use their blogging platform. Well, this is my internet network marketing blog, right? My Profit on Knowledge blog. And I've been writing on this domain since about 2006. And I've been using this blog now for several years. And I just noticed this morning, actually, when I was looking at all this, is that I got 464 blog posts on this blog. So, right, that's a lot of blog posts. Not really when you think about how long I've been blogging in this blog, where I've only been blogging since, I guess, almost a year here in Empower Network, and I got 348 blog posts, right? And so clearly, I'm using my Empower Network blog, actually, it seems like more than I'm using my Profit on Knowledge blog. And so, yeah, I write. And I'm not buying crappy stuff and just throwing crappy stuff on my Empower Network blog. My Empower Network blog gets anywhere between 1,000 and 2,000 visitors a month. And I actually write real stuff on this blog, right? This is actually, there's my kids. We carved a pumpkin, and then I took the pumpkin seeds. Anyways, that's for another story. What I'm doing here is I just want to show you that people do write in their Empower Network blogs, and they do share stuff, and it's a pretty powerful blogging platform. So here's my Empower Network blog. Here's my Profit on Knowledge blog. This is the dashboard. This is where, like, the command center. It's where you get all the other stuff that you need. You'll hear people talk about WordPress dashboards, and that's what this is. Over here at Empower Network, and I'm going to do a lot of these comparisons because I want you guys to understand, and girls, that the reason why I got excited about Empower Network is because it takes a lot of the look at this. A lot of the hard stuff and techie stuff and things that for a newbie is just overwhelming. It takes it out of the picture. Even more so if you activate the easy mode. If you activate the easy mode, which other blogs don't have it, Empower Network has a script that allows this to change, and it makes it very easy to write new posts, right? To look at your post, to come up with new pages, to manage your theme, to manage comments, and stuff like that. Of course, I don't use easy mode because I've been blogging for a while, but you can see that Empower Network really makes it easy for a newbie to get started. So the dashboard is where you control things like your settings, your general. I don't want to really show some of my more private information, so maybe I can block that stuff out. We'll see. So you have a site title and tagline in the general settings, okay? This is important. Some people put them in header graphics, and I'll talk all about that stuff later. Some people get rid of this, but I don't recommend it. What I recommend that you do is use your keyword phrase for the site title and maybe a long tail keyword phrase for your tagline. I have a thesis theme, which is very complicated, so none of this really matters because my thesis theme overrides the site title and tagline, and I don't imagine any newbie really getting a thesis right off the ground. And if you did, the thesis by far is the most complicated theme set I've seen. There's other themes that are really, beautiful looking and are a lot easier to use than thesis. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Like, you got all kinds of stuff you got to figure out. Anyways. This is the dashboard, right? Today's video is a comparison between my regular WordPress and Empower Networks WordPress, and look, you know, they're like the same, right? Except for the fact that I've been writing in this blog since I don't want to say 2006, but I got the domain in 2006, and I did put a blog here, but it was in a subfolder. I forget exactly when I started writing in this particular blog, but it's been a few years. And I have a little bit of authority, a little bit of page rank, but this blog right here has equal amount of authority, better page rank. And, you know, you can almost write anything you want, right? You can almost write anything you want, and it's going to show up. You know, I started doing blog posts called Daily Motivation Blog, right? And look, you know, here's my Empower Network blog, my Empower Network blog. So you can see that, and I'm on the first page, and yeah, you see my thing here, so I'll sign out just so I can show you. So now I'm not signed in. I'll reload this page just to make sure. Okay. And look, see, I'm still here. So a lot of times you'll see people talk about them being on the first page for a keyword, but what they ain't telling you is they're signed in. And because they're signed in, their pages are coming on the first page. And I got news for everyone. A lot of people do that. I look at video after video after video of people saying, I know how to do SEO and I can get you first page rankings. Look where I'm showing up. But what they're not showing you is that they're logged into their own account, right? So they're going to show up. They're cheating you. You can see I'm not signed in right now. I would have to actually sign in again. And here's my Empower Network blog on the first page out of 52 million websites for a decent keyword phrase, daily motivation blog. I mean, that's just powerful in of itself, you know? So let me go back. So here's my, again, so that's my Empower Network dashboard. You know, I got tons and tons of keywords for profitable knowledge. But like I said, I've been writing in this blog longer. I have a lot more readers who come to my blog and leave comments. But you can see I use a plugin called Akismet, and it has actually protected me from 317,268 spam comments. So can you imagine how much spam you can actually get when you start blogging? You know, there's more things I'm going to talk about in future videos. I find that the best way to teach people stuff is to take it bit by bit, piece by piece, and I'm going to do it on Saturdays. I've decided. Every Saturday, I'm going to go ahead in the morning, and I'll go ahead and do a video for you guys, and I'll break down different components of what it takes to do a good blog post, you know, what to do to get readers to engage with you, how to share, where to share, plugins you should use, and things like that. A lot of good basic blogging knowledge. But like what I wanted to point out to you right away is Empower Network's blog post or blogging platform is 10 times easier to use than a regular WordPress blogging platform, right? So if you're a newbie and you want to blog, you can blog about whatever you want. You can blog about whatever you want on Empower Network. You can see, let me go to some of my categories. You know, I have daily motivation, Facebook stories, health and wellness, hobbies, inspirational videos, computer games, mindset Mondays, music, whatever you really want to talk about on your Empower Network blog, you can. And your blog posts don't have to be super, like, hard. You know, it doesn't have to be hard to blog. Look, I put a picture here, I put a video here, and some text. I mean, doing stuff like this is kind of easy. You can see I'm always going to try to sell Empower Network because, you know, I've been writing in this blog for years. And I've made affiliate commissions, and I brought people into my businesses, and, you know, I have my opt-in boxes, and I have my banners, and I try to monetize, like, let me show you. You know, I got an opt-in box here. I got a banner down here. You know, so I'm always trying to monetize this blog. I used to have AdSense on it, and everything that I did. You know, like I said, I made affiliate commissions, and I've gotten sign-ups, but I know how to do all that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know how to make funnels. I know how to create pre-sale pages. It's stuff that's taken me years and years and years to learn. And a lot of bloggers are going to tell you, oh, well, you don't want to get involved with this or that, or you want to brand yourself. I got news for a lot of people, dude. I've been trying to brand myself for freaking years, and it's an absolute pain in the ass. I mean, you know, I'll go through all lengths to get Facebook fan pages and get people for my YouTube and try to get people to share my content, and it becomes very hard. It's harder than a lot of people say. You know, some people have overinflated stuff. It's because they're paying for it. You know, I know one guy who got like 2,200 Facebook likes, but what he didn't mention was how much he paid for the 2,200 Facebook likes. But the point of the matter is, I've tried for a lot of years to monetize this, and I've made some money. What I like about Empower Network is there's a spot here where a person can be put into the Empower Network funnel. There's a spot here where a person can be put into the Empower Network funnel. And there's a spot down here that can be put into the Empower Network funnel. And all these things link, of course, to the Empower Network funnel that all goes back to you. All right? And because this all goes back to you, and because every link on here goes back to you, right? You know, everything on your Empower Network blog is coded to you. So what this really means is your blog, how you use your blog, who reads your blog, whenever they opt into something or they want to see something and they put their email in, it goes into Empower Network's funnel, and then David Wood, David Sharp, they're the ones who do the selling. You don't really sell. You could talk about whatever you want and let them just continually sell Empower Network for you, or you can go ahead and start your own blog, and you know, you can try your hand at creating your own funnels. You know, sell stuff yourself if you think you can sell stuff. You know, I'm not a very good salesperson, so I have a, you know, I'm totally for letting other people go ahead and try to sell products and just let me do what I like to do, which is just kind of talk about life, you know, talk about the things I'm interested in. And that's what blogging should be about. It's about expressing yourself, you know, on the internet. So that's my introduction vid. This is my introduction video for WordPress. I'm just kind of comparison. I'm always going to compare because I think that a person should be doing Empower Network if they've never blogged before. I think if you are a blogger like me, and I've been blogging for a long time, and you weren't making that much money, or you're struggling to make money, then you really should get involved with Empower Network, because the marketing funnels are already set up. The commission structure is already set up in a way that will pay you well versus you trying to get 4 cents for a click from AdSense. Get one-time sales from Commission Junction or ClickBank, or even try to come up with your own products. I mean, all that alone, you know, if you're trying to come up with your own products and create your own funnels and do all these crazy things, it's going to take you a long, long time before you see any money, right? You can get into Empower Network, do one blog post, share your blog post if you want, and you know, make $25, make $125, make, you know, $500, make $1,000, depending on what a person buys. But there's a lot more profit here to be made in Empower Network than there is in if you just start your own blog just because, right? Empower Network is generic. It works for any business opportunity on the internet. You can talk about what you want. You can sell what you want. And I believe I even you know, I even use my blog here to talk about 7-minute workout, and that's another business opportunity that I just talk about, right? So you can do a lot with your Empower Network blog. You can do a lot with a regular blog. What's the differences? Well, here's the differences. It costs $25 a month to use an Empower Network blog and use it for whatever you want, which to me isn't that bad. When I first seen Empower Network and I realized that this was a high, you know, PR site. It's an age domain. It gets search engine rankings easier. It was a no-brainer to me. I actually use my Empower Network blog in conjunction with this blog and some of my other blogs. And that's what I wanted to share with you this morning. I hope you got a little bit of value from this video. I know it didn't get into much nuts and bolts, but I will in future videos get into more nuts and bolts of blogging. So that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys soon.